So the bar entrance exam is a tough exam. It was introduced in 2011, and the aim of the exam is to increase the standard of people applying for the readers course that is coming through to the bar. The bar exam touches on a few key areas. It touches on evidence, touches on civil procedure, criminal procedure, and ethics. It's an exam where it was formerly closed book and is now being amended in various different ways to make it less of a rote learning exercise and more of a application to short series of facts and to give short answers. So in typical years, it's around 75% is what you will need to pass. Now that, of course, varies a little bit, but it's typically in that sort of order of 75% to pass the exam will secure you a position in the readers course. What I will say is that notwithstanding that it's a hard exam to pass, I think Melbourne Law School students are eminently capable of passing it. If you've done a series of law school exams, as you will have, you know about the practice and study, and that if you put in hard work, you'll be able to achieve the results you deserve. So I think this is an exam that you can study hard for and apply yourself and get through. But I should also add that many people and many very good barristers don't pass in their first time, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I'll start by saying that I'm one of those people who didn't pass it the first time. I studied again and took it on the next available opportunity, which was about 6 months later, and passed. There is a huge amount that's involved in studying for the bar exam. If you're a capable law student and you're someone who got really excellent grades throughout law school, that's going to assist you. But it's also an exercise in practical application, and it's an exercise, as James said, in knowing what to do in a particular situation. And very often that means that you've got to find the relevant rule quickly or know what not to include. One of the mistakes I think I made when I took the bar exam the first time was that I tried to answer each question to the absolute maximum that it could be answered. And that was just not an efficient strategy. You need to pick and choose your answers. You need to get straight to the point, and then you need to move on. There are a number of practice exams which are available on the Vic Bar website. If anyone's just curious, I encourage them to just have a look at what those exams are, because the exam is different every time, but they're all relatively following the same model. And so go ahead and have a look at the practice exams. They're all exams from previous years, and that'll give you a great idea of what's involved.
I would recommend forming a study group, because I feel that when you're doing the exam, there is this timing element which is critical, and you need to answer every question and move on. And so you need a working memory in terms of the legislation, the cases, the procedure, civil or criminal, at the tip of your fingertips. And forming a study group means that you meet often and you bounce ideas and have a working memory so that you can answer the questions as quickly and as accurately as possible.